everyone. Here come I again. So once again, my name is Maria. I'm doing a little course of videos or lectures about the blockchain technology, and the topic of today's video is the blockchain properties. So once again, why this topic? So following the previous lecture where we discussed ledgers and the difference between centralized and decentralized ledger, I decided that it would be quite logical to move from the ledgers to the blockchain and to understand why Bitcoin works in a certain way and why people believe in Bitcoin without a trusted third party. It is interesting to understand the blockchain properties and what it can offer to its users. So, of course, we will have to discuss to start with what blockchain is, and following my previous video, I also included a little definition by Oxford Dictionary. But in the same time, I will also read a definition of a blockchain from a very sophisticated article. So, according to Di Piero 2017, blockchain is a new technology based on hashing, which is at the foundation of the platforms for trading cryptocurrencies and executing smart contracts. Pretty simple, isn't it? But yeah, if I would have to put it in a more meaningful way, so basically blockchain, yeah, it's like a system that connects different computers in a peer-to-peer network, and it records all the transactions and their information, and basically we can track all the transactions flow in this blockchain. So what are the properties of such a network, of such a platform? First of all, decentralization. That is why I said that the previous video about ledgers is deeply connected to this one. As discussed before, decentralized ledger is a ledger with no third party managing the rules and managing the platform. And basically, blockchain is exactly the decentralized ledger. We do not have the third party, we do not have the authority, and every account basically has the equal rights to be a part of the transactions, to mine the Bitcoin, and to support the platform in general. The second property, which is one of the very important ones, is transparency, or also you can say traceability. So what it means is that basically all the users can see all the information about each and every block and about the blockchain in general. So as a result, we are kind of left with a single shared source of truth and trust. And from here, we move to immutability, which basically is that once transaction is entered and block is closed, it's extremely hard to change this block, or if not even impossible to do so. So while each block has a certain hash which is linked to the previous block, and it also has a hash, if you change something in the very last block that was created, it means that the block results in an error, and you will have to move to how it looked before in order to resolve it, or you will have to mine it so the numbers will match and it will be a new block. And it is pretty easy to understand, like to escape the error when it's just one block, the very last one. But what if you decide to change some, I don't know, transaction value or the name of the receiver 10 blocks in the past? So you will have the error in the block 10 blocks away, and then 9 blocks away, 8 blocks away. So everything up to the very last one will result in an error. And basically, you of course can invest all the computing power to rewrite each and every block, but basically it's way too hard to do that, and it would result in a very high transaction cost. Not transactions cost, but just the cost that you will get. And altogether, these three properties and some others will result in safety. So blocks containing transaction data are linked to one another in a chronological order, which basically cannot be changed. And given its transparency, every user can see all the transactions flow, everything, all the data inside of the each and every block. And once again, as you cannot change anything, or if you can, if you will, it will, yeah, everybody will see it. We have almost, yeah, 100% safe network, and basically that was the purpose of a blockchain, of creating such a thing. And yeah, basically these are the ones of the very important and understandable properties of a blockchain, and of course there are many others. But today we also touched a few words and a few word definitions that I will discuss in following videos. For instance, what a smart contract would be. I also briefly touch hash, and all those other things are yet to come. And thank you for your attention. I really hope that the sound is good. And yeah, see you next time.